Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. You guys suggested Paris. Paris, mon ami. Not a very good spotting map in particular. Not a very good map to get those amazing damage assist games, but has some pretty crazy possibilities. And we're going to watch a couple of them. One from the east spawn and one from the west spawn. And we're going to start with this ELC who's packing Vert Stabs, Optics, and Commander's Vision System. And he's going to show us something crazy. There's two places you can spot on this map. There's the ABC line, which is the field side, and most people will go, I'm going to point at the mini-map here, to a position right here and sit in the bushes right here, right? But not this little ELC. When you look at the lineup and you notice that there's not a lot of fast tanks, there's only one light tank maybe per side, maybe you can put your balls on the table and make a big move like this. And get there without getting spotted and get to, and he's in the magic bush. Look at this. And it just so happens he has a shit ton of firepower behind him, his teammates. Thank you so much, guys, for suggesting Paris. I had forgotten this one. We're going to do all the maps. And thank you guys, those of you who have subscribed and are enjoying the series. Not only do we get to watch some fun games that... things that you may not have seen, and it's not all about learning, it's a little bit about fun. But I do a little bit of a statistical analysis and look at the top 20 or 30 games. I watch them on fast forward so I can just see what the common threads are. And most of the top spotting assist games are someone going into the field here, usually sitting back where, look at the mini-map, the Udez and the Char on his team are. And with, the map is so small, look at his white circle. You can see almost all the way across the map. So there's really no reason to move up this far. You can still see these people from much farther away once you cut through their concealment if they poke and shoot or whatever. But this just makes it even more, even easier for him. These targets are, let's see when he puts his marker on there. That guy is 360 meters away. This guy is 275 meters away. They don't have a chance, no matter how much concealment they have. So this is the pretty much from either spawn, east or west. It's a fairly symmetrical map, but there are also some pretty cool positions from the city. The problem is a lot of time, maybe the reason he's moving up here is just to ensure that he gets all the spotting assist from the guys at the back. One of the things that happens is if you go to where most of your teammates go, like where the Udez and Char are, I'm pointing at the minimap, if you don't have more view range than your teammates, I shouldn't say that's wrong, that's incorrect. If your teammates also have decent view range and they would have spotted the target anyway without you, you don't get the spotting assist. Or for example, let's say this ELC was not here, and this Udez and Char are sitting in this little spot at B7. Let's say they spot these enemies. The two of them spot them, and the teammates sitting further back shoot. They split the spotting assist. Right? So you can either share or split the spotting assist. He's moving as far up as he can so that he's getting the initial spot, and if people shoot, so he got 100. That guy just got killed for 200. He got 100. So he shared the spotting assist with one other tank. He's just ensuring that he gets as much as he can. He may spot someone that the guys behind him wouldn't have cut through the concealment and get a lot of the credit. But having said all that, you know, I do ramble. I ramble quite a bit. You guys okay with the ramble? And there you go. He didn't spot that guy until after he shot because these bushes are so powerful. He took a hit, and now he's proxy spotting these two guys. He is also proxy spotting. But one of the things I was going to say is on this particular map, because it's so small, you don't see a lot of the monster games like 10, 15, 20,000 spotting assist. Most of the time, when you go to the fields, this ABC line, you're sharing spotting assist with your teammates. And the same with the city. There's a couple of, we're going to watch one game where a guy goes into the city and gets some fantastic spots. But if your teammates just move into position, they can detect those guys anyway, and then you just share. You either don't get the spotting assist. If the shooter, let me summarize it here. If the shooting tank that gets the damage can spot the enemy on his own, you don't get any spotting assist. But if the shooter shoots an enemy tank with multiple tanks spotting it, you're going to share. If there's someone else that's spotting what the shooter shoots, you share. All right? But he's up at 4,000 spotting assist. And it's not a blowout. But he's probably pretty happy with that, right? He moved into that initial bush and saw all those targets. Saw all the firepower behind him. But now look at this situation here. You see that Progetto? He's right there. That Progetto can see that guy. Oh, he got the assist on the Char. He must have, when he did his little drive around there. That's right. The Progetto went behind the mound here. Stupid Progetto. He didn't poke. And this guy did his little dipsy doodle, spotted the Char, and he got the spotting assist for the Char. He is now proxy spotted by the Kunzipanzer. Is he going to go over there and shoot him? Come on. You want to do it, don't you? What's the Char doing? The Char is... Char, what are you doing? The Char is a coward. Look at 2 auto loaders going on either side. He doesn't want to take a hit from the Kunzipanzer. The Char goes around. He's going to turn and face the Char. The Char shot the ground. Because the Char shot the ground. And he shot the ground again. The Char has auto-locked on the Kunzipanzer and is shooting the ground. Oh, no, he's shooting the score. I took our artistic liberty, and I was making fun of the Char. And what are you doing? You're destroying my video. You're driving away. Just go shoot your gun. Yeah. Okay. Oh, here he goes. Yeah, miss your shot. Oh. Okay, he missed his shot, but killed the target because Wargaming said yes. And RNG must shine out of your ass. How did he hit those 2 shots? Now, funny enough, playing spotting assist does not ensure victory on some maps, okay, guys? On this particular map, if you go, because I know there's going to be some people in the comments saying, Claus is spreading bad game technique. He's telling people in Paris to go the ABC line. No, I'm not telling you that. I'm saying that's where all the top damage assist games are. Surprise, surprise. But it is not typically a winning strategy. The team that goes heavily on the ABC, on the north part of the map, in the field, typically loses the city. And the city, and there's a BZ behind you, and it's gonna hurt. There's a BZ behind. Do you see the BZ? Does the BZ see him, or is the BZ a Muppet? The BZ is... I shot the BZ! The BZ did not see him. Typically, the team that wins the city wins, because then they can wrap around with the cover of buildings. So going on the north part of the map is not a real winning strategy, but that's where all the top damage assist, if you want to get that 4,000 or 5,000 damage assist game, this is the highest damage assist game, and he's only at 4,571, which tells you, not the best damage assist map. But a pretty cool position. If you're going to go to the field, you might as well go there with balls, like he did, and go for it. Did he get any assist there? No. Let's take some shots. 1, and he missed, because that's a Russian tank. He hit those other shots, but he bounced, because that's a Russian tank. And now he is going to track him to get some more damage assist. Yes, he did. Tracking assist. Let's watch a game from the other spawn. ELC ends up with 5,210 damage assist, which is really good on Paris. Check this out, guys. From the west spawn, there's some amazing bushes right in the center of the map. Those are where you get your best damage assist games. And it's best when you go there and none of your teammates actually move up. They all hang back and shoot. He has a wheeled vehicle on his team. There's a wheeled vehicle on the enemy team that's going to make it very difficult and risky. And also the wheeled vehicle could just steal the spotting. But watch, he's going to beeline it here. Any one of these bushes here. Oh, he's already spotted someone. Just don't. These bushes right in here. Any one of these, when he gets to this one. And he spotted everyone. And his EBR is going to steal some of the spotting assist now. But now, any one of the teammates behind him there, the leopard, those 2 guys. any one of those two guys that he just pointed at can shoot. And is he going to get detected? Is he not in the? He's not even in the bush. Guys, he's not even in the. Look at this. He's sticking out of the bush. That bush is. See, sometimes the modeling of that guy was right there and he did not see that track wheel. So this bush is probably modeled as a rectangle or something stupid, or there's not a viewport right on that. Yeah, it's just barely sticking up, but usually there's points on every corner of the map, not the map, on every corner of the tank that are spottable, and I guess this point right here is technically in the bush, I guess. The best situation is when you move to a position like this, or if he's fast and there's no other fast tank, to one of these bushes. Look at the map. Not the map. Right here. Any one of these bushes in this straight line of bushes. From either spawn. If you can get there and just sit there, and you have people behind you like these guys that shoot everyone that crosses, either in the openings there or from the other side in the openings there or there. I've seen some monster games. In this particular patch, this is the highest damage assist game from the west spawn going into the city, and it just doesn't. It's just not as fruitful as you would think. 2,000 spotting assist, guys. 2,000 spotting assist. And one of the problems here, you'll notice that an EBR moved up when he moved up, and I think the E50 was fairly close to him. He takes a shot and goes, "Whoa, get the hell out of there." I think the E50 might have got some spotting too, so it's just not the greatest map for spotting assist, but you can have some of those situations where if you make it into one of these lines of bushes, you can catch everyone crossing and just get the initial spotting assist from either spawn. If you make it to one of these spots here, you can get the initial crossings when they cross through those gaps in the buildings, if you have some snipers, and then relocate. Well, be careful when you relocate, because if you move out of the bushes, you might get spotted. So, anyways, that's all she wrote for this particular map. Let's watch the rest of this game because it's kind of interesting. His teammates keep exploding, and now he's in the situation where he's actually not doing the right thing here, guys. He's not spotting this guy. If anyone shoots him, he's not going to get any spotting assist. He's got teammates that are closer, that have just as good view range. So. What you need to switch to now is damage mode. You need to start doing some damage because you're not getting the spotting assist anymore. And that's another thing, I guess, that you have to be cognizant of when you're playing the light tank. You get to that really good position that works, and it doesn't work. Like in this particular game, he went to a very aggressive bush that can work. In previous patches, I've seen 8,000 damage from these central bushes. Not damage assist. But it didn't happen in this game, okay? Didn't happen. And his teammates have moved up. In fact, some of them moved farther than he did. A good light tank player has to realize, okay, I'm not doing anything now. Right? There's no use. My team doesn't need the eyes. So relocate to a position where you can shoot. And unfortunately, you're not doing it. You haven't moved to a position where you just sat there in the middle for a long time. And he might have been able to go to the middle here where the STRV is and shoot some of these guys crossing, but he's playing very cautiously. And he's going to try and line up. Who's he going to try and line up? Maybe the match for there? No, he just likes to drive. He likes to drive around. There he goes. He likes to drive around and make us... okay, can you get a... okay, he's got... There you got yourself into... And he... Whew. Oh... I guess that's the message I want to leave with you today, is that when you do go to one of these, your spotting tank, you're decked out for spotting, damage assist, you go to your appropriate position, and it doesn't really work. And boom. He took 399 back! Wow. 399 from an STV. You got him. You go to that initial position, it doesn't work. You see, you look at your teammates have moved up aggressively. there's no point for you just sitting around. You gotta switch your mode to damage mode. Maybe if your teammates have moved up aggressively into dangerous position, back up and snipe. Oh, because you should snipe with a light tank. Yeah, you should. Like, if one of your heavy tanks, give you a hypothetical situation here, guys. You're playing, you're a light tank, you're going to move on the field, the ABC line, you're going to move up there and spot for your team. But there's an IS-7 on your team. IS-7's faster than you, obviously, because it's a super heavy Russian tank. And so he's with turbo, and he's faster than you because you're a German light tank. Because this is an Eastern Bloc game, it's not a German game, right? So the IS-7's faster, and he scoots across, and he gets a better spawn. He scoots across the ABC line. He goes across, like to right over here, or what we saw the ELC do. Some players move to A5, A6. An IS-7 does an ELC move from the previous game. Spots all the enemies back there. You're a light tank, and you notice that he's done this faster than you can react and do it. Do you move up and spot? No. You get in you bush yourself from somewhere, and you shoot who the IS-7 has detected. You roll with it, right? You readapt, and there's nothing wrong in the right situation for a light tank or even a medium tank to just snipe, even when your teammates are berating you in the chat saying you should move up and spot. Well, sometimes you don't need to because someone else has. And look, he's got an AFK player. He's just pumping full of holes. Look at that DPM. Now, what we just witnessed here, if you have multiple loadouts and you get this map, switch to your DPM loadout. I've said this in all the videos that I've done. Some maps, like Paris, who cares if you've got the good view range? The map's so small. Look at the size of the white circle. It doesn't really matter. It's not the crucial point. It's not the crucial thing, right? He would have farmed that Foch, 10-20% faster if he had his gun rammer vents loadout instead of his commander's vision system, optics, low noise muffler loadout, right? Why not? If the IS-7 drives across the field, and you want to have the... He took his time. You want to have the DPM load. But Mr. Manticore, despite me saying that he was wasting time, has switched to damage mode now, hasn't he? He's stepped up and he's got 5 kills now. He's switched to that, and now it's like just him and an artillery, and he's fighting a chieftain. The artillery's trying. The artillery. Notice on the map, the artillery's moving. He's trying to get an angle in the city to shoot this guy, and he can shoot him up the ass. That hit the spot. Shoot him up the ass. That hit the spot. You couldn't even choreograph that. Okay. Now, the worst thing that could happen now is he bounces on the chieftain. Now watch this. He's gonna hide in, like, now he knows. Okay, concealment. I'm happy I didn't bring my DPM outfit. I've got my concealment outfit. He's like, okay, just be ready. Pre-aim. Yeah. Oh, no, pre-aim. Stop fidgeting. Yeah. The chieftain, he's a chieftain player, right? So he wants to press his W key. Yeah, I'm a really good player. I'm going to drive around and kill the artillery. All chieftain players, they want to dominate on the battlefield. He wants to be aggressive. He's going to drive around, right? No, what are you looking over there for? Would you stop fidgeting? Can you imagine if he was looking the other way and then the chieftain drove by? That's how you lose, right? If you're pre-aim somewhere, pre-aim. Just... Maybe the chieftain has stopped. Maybe the chieftain thinks, that Manticore wants to come and get me. I'm setting up an ambush. It's possible. Maybe the chieftain's backed himself into... No, there's the chieftain. But he spotted the chieftain, not from the bush, but after he moved. That is strange. He didn't spot him until after he moved. How's that What? How did that happen? Was there another bush? Was this thing blocking him? Was one of these trees? Something was blocking his view, and when he moved, then he spotted the G. He did not get spotted in return because he's got the concealment. And now your artillery's wandering up into the cap. The artillery's going to go to the cap. And he spotted him again. The chieftain is shooting the bush. Good. Do you see that? He moved out of the bush knowing that the chieftain would blind shoot the bush. The chieftain's smart enough to know, I got detected, he's probably in that bush. And now the chieftain's going to want to reset, and he's going to line him up, line him up, line him up, line him up. No, the chieftain. The chieftain could still win, guys, because he could low roll on the chieftain. The chieftain's got 468 HP. And he's what, 390 alpha? Yeah, this is not a victory yet. Unless the chieftain's a muppet and doesn't even attempt to reset. Is the chieftain gonna just let them have the game? Okay, he's telling the chieftain now we're both in the cap. And he's gonna hide behind these flowers. Oh, you sneaky, sneaky light tank. There's no way he could. Okay, there he is. Let him have it, buddy. Low roll because it's chieftain. The SPG doesn't do any damage because it's an SPG, and the chieftain can't see them. The chieftain's blind, and he doesn't want to take the chance. He's going to blind shoot, blind shoot, blind shoot. He took him out! Expert finish by the Manticore player here. Fantastic job. He did it absolutely perfectly at the end. He ended up with 6 kills and 2,726 spotting assists, which is not much. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and the series. Check out the rest of the videos on some of the better maps for damage assist. Check out the whole playlist, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy it, and I'll catch you on the next one.